What's going on, cuz Walt? Welcome to the Hidden Panda Show, brother. Just about to go do this community event. See what that's about. What sorts of prizes we can see about buying. With the coveted Quicksilver. Happy Friday to you too, man. Work and lurk. I hear you. What's going on, viewer 2? Welcome to the Hidden Panda Show. Thanks for stopping by. Got Sword in the chat. What's going on, Sword? You know what it is. Me and Sword played together last night. Had an enriching conversation, to say the least. Well, goddamn, we got four. We got four right now. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. About to go do this community event. Cuz Walt getting some love in the chat. We got Dave Langer in the chat. What's going on, Dave Langer? Welcome to the Hidden Panda Show. The other day, I had my friend over at the house. We were drinking this. I can't remember the name of it now, but we were drinking this really good rum, and I hadn't seen him in a long time. And so we were hanging out, and I was showing him how No Man's Sky's changed with the next update and everything. And let's just say that biological horrors were unleashed, and Dave Langer was left behind to fend for himself. And it was kind of funny, but kind of shitty. But yeah, Dave Langer's a good sport. Giving Pan a shout in the chat. Appreciate it. That's what's up. All right, so for those that don't know or haven't seen before, we are in Epic space. Epic is a civilization with the Hidden Panda Show called the Free Delta Initiative, and Epic stands for the Empire of Pirates and Independent Cartels. And Slade Braddock is a founding member of the FDI Hub, and one of the first orders of business was to bring his civilization over. And with it, he brought this capital. You should totally move out here, Dave, for sure. So, as you're about to notice, they are a light roleplay, pirate type RP, and this is their capital system. So we've got ourselves a little village here. Got a little boat. Got ourselves a proper ship. With some cannons. Would not be a pirate ship without the cannons. Dave Langer getting some love in the chat. Sword says, getting ready to go to mom's for a little while. Good luck with everything, Sword. We talked about that a little bit yesterday. I shall say no more. Yeah, the pirate ship does look cool, doesn't it? Got the captain's quarters. Ooh, that camera was getting weird. We got Hidden in the chat. Hidden says, "Hidden here, out of hiding." Happy for you to make yourself known, Hidden. For those that don't know, even when you don't see him, Hidden is always present. But if anybody knows, correct me if I'm wrong, but this particular build was commissioned by the Galactic Construction Company, which is with Boyd Gaming. For those who don't know, Boyd Gaming is a master builder in No Man's Sky, and him and his cohorts can be commissioned to build really, really, really cool bases. So, of which this is one. Hidden says, "I'm always watching." See, I told you. Yeah, Walt's at work too, Hidden. He's being a working lurker today. So we got the shopping district right here. Wouldn't be a pirate village without the weapons vendor, of course. And then here we have a church for that pirate that just needs a little bit of moral guidance. Where they can sit in the pews and praise Atlas. We got Sander in the chat. What's going on, Sander? Welcome to Hidden Panda Show. Thanks for stopping back by. Long time viewer of the Hidden Panda Show. Always got to give Sander the shout outs. And Cuz Walt, and Dave Langer, and Sword the Horde. Did I miss anybody? And Cuz Walt. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, this is the when you complete the Abyss quest line, you get this cool little bathysphere helmet. But there she blows. Got Daniel Hipley in the house. Says, "Hello, Quicksilver Vents." What? Oh, Quicksilver Event 7. Yep, that's what I'm actually about to go do, man. Yes, Sander. And so you missed the beginning part of the stream. So this is Epic Space. Epic is the empire of pirates and independent cartels. They are a civilization, and Slade Braddock, one of the leaders of that civilization, is a founding member of the Free Delta Initiative Delta Quadrant Hub. And they were, them and the No Man's Sky Cafe were our first two starting civilizations when we became a hub. And now there's a few others, but yeah. So this is their capital system in their region. Funny enough, their region is called Bone Sank, and then the NMS Cafe region is called Coffee, spelled with a K, which is pretty damn cool. Love the name of that planet, Dance Macabre or Macabre. All right, before I accept that call from Not in Poll, I'm going to jump over to a different system. That's FDI drop zone. There we go. It's the morning time. I do drink coffee. That is not a, copying bicycle walrus thing. Just heads up, I know how people on the internet are. They're like, oh, Panda's doing the bicycle walrus thing. Nope. Just like fucking coffee. I'm glad the warp animation now is in the third person. It's not the change I wanted, but it looks cool enough. Alright guys, welcome to the FDI Capital. This is the capital system of the Free Delta Initiative. Make sure I don't run out of pulse drive here. Oh, I'm good on that. Guys, I've been warping on this same warp fuel tank for like the last 20 or 30 warps. Got Lord Markov in the chat. What's going on, Lord Markov? Sword says Panda's coffee has Irish cream in it. Not this morning, but sometimes I put a little fun times in the coffee. Alright, so one of our members, John Hall, who was known for the Rainbow Sherbet farm in the Atlas Rises version of No Man's Sky, has brought his farm over to the Free Delta. So there we have, we've got some circuit boards. I think that farm yields like 20 circuit boards, so for those that just need a quick drop of some cash, we've got a circuit board farm right there for you. I love pulse driving that close to the planet's orbit. It just looks cool to me. You guys got to see this. Or maybe it's not going to show it since he's not logged in. Oh, it's not there. a little base action going on. Okay, that's cool. I was going to show you guys Sword's base, but it's not currently visible. That's fine. Priest Entity Nada hitting me up on the VoIP chat. Says not initiating communication interface. Polo suspended in dark sadness. Shell impenetrable. Ehue. Oh, is that a sneeze? I don't know. You're slacking, Sword. Oh, I haven't uploaded it yet. You bastard. Extrapolation from structure photography. New directive proposed. Subvert dark. Acquire images. Hope. Traveler must seek life in dark. Dive to ocean floor. Replicate aquatic sites. Loop back to anomaly. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to take some pictures. Pretty cool. Transmitting dark planet coordinates. Deepest position 10.53-28.39. Ooh, we got the GPS coordinates, that latitude, that longitude. Request parameters. Singular photographic closing swarm of life. Nada pleasurably anticipates traveler return. There's nothing I like more than pleasure. Nada. I'm joking. Ballisticola in the chat says hello everyone. Saying hello to everyone. Welcome, Ballisticola. Thank you for swinging by. Hidden Jew says you should read the text in a Jamaican accent. Might do that. Just might do that. Alright, so we're going to have to warp to wherever we're going, I think. Portal detected. Ballisticola says hashtag entertain Cobra. For sure. Dave Langer says the hidden agenda. Yes. Or HiddenJewAgenda for short. A chill runs through my body as I face a silent gateway. It tugs at my mind with a menacing persistence. What dark place is not sending me to blood clots? Let's put them glyphs. I agree, Dave Langer. That was a quick patch, man. Got a patch and a community event. Word. No Man's One says, what's going on? Question mark. New event, question mark. The questions. So No Man's One, what's going on today is we got a new patch, 1.71, and the new community events kicked off, which I'm currently in the process of doing. And it looks like it's an aquatic-based one. Ooh. Is there a community today? Uh-huh, there sure is. Hidden Jew says, welcome, No Man's One. Yes, welcome, welcome. Oh shit, it's on a chromatic planet. Greeting from Earth, I come in peas. You guys saw that, right? I come in peas. That's hilarious. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I love this planet, oh my god. I must find the depth. Photograph a swarm of 10 underwater creatures. Use the analysis visor. I'll do a comm ball at some point, man. But first I must take these photographs. Ho ho ho. Okay. I don't understand how to find the location. Target outside of system. I guess I gotta lose this heat first. What's going on? Hidden, you can own 50 frigates. It is a chromatic planet, yeah. Dave King. Name just randomly popped up on the screen somehow. Why is it saying the target is outside the local system? I can't. See you later, Hidden. Thanks for holding down the chat, bud. So what am I missing here, guys? What the fuck? I came through a portal, so I can't go look outside the. I guess I'll go back through. Dave Langer says, I remember you coming through a portal randomly on my planet, and when you saw me, you ran away back through the portal. Is that true? I don't remember that. I mean, it sounds like something I might do. That's hilarious. Fuck yeah, Sword, send that shit. Oh, I was coming in way too hot. Oh, to Daniel Hipley. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't remember that, but that definitely did sound like a Panda move. Buenos dias, Sword.
Can't stay on very long, but I figured I'd come in and help you do this event. You was on the correct planet.
Yeah.
You had to go to that cluster of con balls that was off in the distance for the location on that planet.
Okay, wait, say again?
Okay. Go back through the portal to that chromatic planet that you were, hold on a second. Okay. Go back through the portal to that, planet you were on.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and then what you do, there's a cluster of con balls off in the distance. That's where the location is for the, event.
Okay. So Daniel Hibley says he's doing a YouTube Quicksilver event at 12 p.m. California time. So make sure you guys catch that.
Awesome, awesome.
This planet says weather extreme wind blasting. That's pretty funny.
Nice.
That's what my wife does when she's telling me a story. Alright. Alright, so let's see if I can do this without without fucking up.
That's alright, dude. But yeah, when you use your scanner with the L2, I think, it if you look over on the right side of the screen, it'll give you coordinates on that planet now.
Oh, the visor scanner.
Yeah.
I thought it meant like the L3 like scanner. Man, I guess I didn't read. I guess I gotta read. When it said scanner, I kept thinking L3. So. What did you say, Sword, about muting something? Bye-bye, Sword. Dave Langer says, oh, Panda, I still have that system with the 48-slot S-Class ball ship marked on my teleporter. Nice.
There's my mom calling, wanting to know where I was at.
Oh, okay.
I'm hanging out with Panda.
I was like, wait, where'd you go?
If you jump in your ship, stay in the atmosphere, you'll lose the wanted level.
Okay.
Awesome, Dave Langer.
Yeah, it's not showing up on my scanner. But I guess
Look over in the.
that's the collection of pound balls.
You see over in the bottom corner, or not the bottom corner, but just above the exosuit, the run, and the scanner icon in your when you got your visor up.
Uh-huh.
If you look just above it on the right side of the screen, it'll show you the coordinates.
Oh, okay, yeah. It shows my current location. Got it.
Yep. So what you do is just hop in the ship. They got like a half a dozen combos out there marking it already.
Yep, I think I see it.
Yep.
Somebody says, yep, I missed school today. Don't get that truancy violation.
Yeah, I got to get back and do some more of this event later on tonight. I got the emote before I realized how much Quicksilver I had gotten from doing the first portion of the event, and they have a new fish tank.
Oh, awesome.
The base part. Yeah, I got to pick up one of them.
I like these sorts of planets.
Oh yeah, them chromatic plants are cool.
Yep. Alright, now I think we're in the right place. Yep. Not a very deep area though, is it? Photograph an underwater swarm.
Alright, dude. I'm going to have to bug out. I just want to jump on and help you get sorted out.
Oh yeah, no, I appreciate it. No worries.
No problem, dude. We'll catch you later, man.
See ya. I don't think that's it. I hope the next update we get the more planet variation, and they reset the galaxy, giving us deeper oceans too. Some oceans are kind of deep. No, I think they're pretty goddamn deep. I mean, I've seen some seriously deep ones, you know. Oh, cool. Okay, so you got to get 10 in a single photo. So we got, how many we got right there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if that's 10. It's kind of hard to tell this this chromatic shit. Alright, it's not 10 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. That's got to do it. I mean, how does it know if you've taken 10? I guess you just got to like call up Nada, right, or whatever, right, and just give it a shot. Oxygen, man, you're running out of air. No, it's all good. I have the aeration membrane. I would just add resources to it if things got tough. Oh, welcome, Geeky Pikachu, by the way. Sorry about that. The new swimming stuff is awesome. Yes, it is. So what do I do? What am I missing here? You can tell if you hold down the share button and press square to save the photo. It should say successful photo or something like that. Okay, well I didn't get that, so I guess I gotta go back down. Maybe take the pictures with the PS. That's what I'm doing. I couldn't figure out the photo stuff from the last event, so I gave up. I would take a pic of a ruin or whatever it was. Yeah, I. This is it, Chief. Okay. Let's try this again. Damn it! I hit the wrong button. I mean, am I losing it here? I mean, that's it, right? Try to get two groups of fish in the same shot. Okay. Bring up what menu? What menu, Snow? Like this screen right here? Depending on your settings, it's either hold the share button. No, it's just press it down. But I've taken like 40 pictures, and there is definitely 10 here. If you hold down the share button, a menu will. I still don't get it. I don't understand. I mean, I swear I'm not an idiot. I'm just not getting this. There is at least 10 pictures here, or 10 creatures. I did both. I've taken like 7 screenshots. So save screenshot. Saved. Hey, Pawn Stream. I'm having a hard time finishing this. That's a good idea. I did it. Thank you for that. That made total sense. I couldn't see when I completed it because of the stream menu. So now I've just got to return to space. Whew. Huzzah. Dude, I literally was losing it. I was like, what is going on? Why can't I figure this out? And like, I hate not knowing something. Or being able to figure something out. It was like driving me crazy. There's no telling when I actually successfully did it, Dave, because I guess because of the stream menu and the comments and all that, and then you know, the bottom bar where it would have popped up to say successful picture. I didn't see that because what am I trying to say? Because that stuff's in the way. So Snow Obsidian said check your log to see if you completed it. I checked my log and lo and behold I did. So alright, let's see what I get to buy. Okay, good. So the previous stuff from previous updates is available. I don't care about any of that. Don't care about any of that. Not right now, anyway. I mean, I really would like to see more customization items, to be honest. Like how we got helmets and stuff last time, I want more of that. I cannot take credit. I didn't say that. You did it. Daniel Hipley did. Oh, okay. Hey, what's going on, Wizard? Good to see you in the chat. They need an update that is ship, multi-tool, and player customization items. Yes, I agree 100%. They do need that. See, the thing that fucked me up was they did the customization stuff at the beginning. It's like at the beginning we got the helmets, right? And like, so that became my expectation. That's really what I want. Is I want customization elements, not just base decals and that kind of things, but like actual customization elements. You know, that is what I truly desire. They should be vendor missions to unlock blueprints for each. I don't want to just buy them. Give us stuff to do to get them. I mean, I'm okay with buying it because you already grind out to get Quicksilver, and then you use the Quicksilver to buy what it is that you need. It might be too much of a grind to do the event to get the Quicksilver, to buy the blueprint, to get the materials to build it, you know? But I could be wrong. I don't know, maybe that will balance the reward system. Maybe you're right about that. I haven't put much thought into it. But that would be nice, though. It's just more customization stuff, like, you know, let us change a ship color, or let's get maybe an entire exosuit that is a custom, you know, all-in-one sort of setup, that the pieces all fit together to form one solid outfit, you know, or something. But I like the exosuit customization. I want to see more of that. But the community events are cool, you know, just being able to get Quicksilver to buy, you know, items that you normally can't obtain through any other means. I'm cool with it. Damn you, launch thrusters. The community events are too short. I want longer, more involved ones. Yeah, I'd like to see community events that actually require people work together and collaborate. Because they're community events in the sense that everyone is doing them at the same time or the same place or whatever, but they're not necessarily needing to do it together. And I would like to see one where the community has to work together to do it. I think that would be a really cool aspect. Give us better rewards, like maybe a unique ship we can shoot from a set of 3 that you can only get. Oh yeah, that, or stop calling them community events. I mean, when you look at like Far Cry 5 and other games where they do community events, it's similar in function. It's just everybody is like doing the random thing, you know, like Far Cry 5 had one where you had to kill a certain amount of things with explosives, right? That is not an objective that people are doing together as a community, like cooperatively. That's just people independently doing that thing in the community and then like getting that reward or whatnot, right? So that's how it functions for like most games, but I think No Man's Sky can set itself apart by having more of like a co-op sort of community event. I think would be nice. You know, I don't know. Dude, even with my life support mods, I seem to like run out of life support pretty quick. shit. Got Stark Wolf in the chat. What's going on, Stark? Sort of missed your comment, I think. David Hibley says, kill Starship Pirates for Quicksilver event. Yeah, that would be cool. I would really love that. That's one of my favorite things to do in the game. Maybe they are waiting until everyone has avatars to do the co-op community events. What do you mean until everyone has avatars? Starkwolf says, woo! What's funny about the Abyss update is that half the stuff they added was already in 1.0. Was it? Sword says, what's up, Stark? Would have been here sooner, but I was in a meeting. I hope the meeting went well. For your information, I've uploaded before I had to bounce. Nice. Stark says, I like that spot, Panda. What is the next picture after the schoolfish? I don't know. I need to get some... What do you call it? The fucking rock shit. What's it called? God damn it. So I can build more parts of my base. Like right now, you are seeing the orbs. At some point, you will see their avatars and not... Oh, I see what you're saying. Got it. Took me a second, but it finally clicked. I kind of like this bathysphere helmet, man. Okay, that animation wasn't there before behind the ship, and I don't know if I like that. Yeah, that's fucking weird. Let me recall it, see if it fixes it. Should have done the trick. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, that should not have been looking like that in the back. That was super weird. Alright, what do I need? Salt. Shit. What gives me just salt? Shut up, woman. Alright, did I get enough salt? Hey, what's going on, Dave King? I saw one of your comm balls earlier or something. Your name appeared when I was when I was flying, and then here you are. What is the next picture after the school of fish? I like right now how orbs. We'll see avatars. Yep. Okay. It has a 20,000 leagues under the sea field to it. Talking about the helmet, I assume. Uh, Hopefully, I'd like them to bring back the way bases worked. No. What do you mean? Bring back the way bases worked. In what way? Your lights are fucked. Yep. Fix that. Like, if anyone built a base, anyone else could see it. Well, yeah, that can happen now. The only difference is that you decide if other people can view it or not. You decide if you upload it. You decide who has permissions to assist you in building it. I like the way that it works now. But welcome to the chat, Dave King. How's everybody today? Tried the community event yet? Tried is not an accurate word. I I did not do well. I could not figure out how to properly take the picture so that I could complete the mission. What gives you salt? Is it like, do you get salt predominantly from just rocks? I'm trying to figure out here what I can get salt from. I guess I just got to try to get it out of these big ass things. I did. I get it as a secondary item from these things. I just don't get a lot of it. What the hell? What in the actual fuck was attacking me just now? Was it this thing? Yeah. Holy shit. Oh, no. It was being out of air. Your boy dumb. Okay. I usually just buy salt. Well, Dave, luckily I had Sword, because Sword explained to me that they had already placed comm balls in the location and sort of made it easy for me, and then Daniel Hipley and Snow Obsidian helped me figure out how to submit it properly so that I could get my credit. The only problem is that unless you're really into base building, which I am not, there's otherwise not very good stuff to buy with the Quicksilver because there's no customization stuff for exosuits or anything. So it's just, you know, it's like base parts. Like, you know, you get like an aquarium and some statues and different kinds of plants that you can plant. And that's really it, you know. All right, where's my damn ship? There we go. HG or sneaky at getting us to use latitude and longitude now? Yeah, because it always shows it on the scanner, right? That's actually, I never really thought about it, but that's pretty clever. They're probably going to expand on that. I think you're onto something. But because I had to add to my fucking mining tool, I used the carbon. Okay. These are carbon rich, right? Nope. Because that would be too easy. Ah, there we go. Mm. I carry way too many things in my inventory, man. Okay. Son of a bitch. I should have enough to get fuel now, though. Okay. Sweet, Mike. Alright. Alright. Whew. Did you get the 2 extra BPs for the exosuit underwater upgrades? What are the BPs? Not sure what that means. What they should do is each week have one unique part for each race we can buy and add new emote. Yeah, that would be cool. The customization really is what I'm after. That's really what I'd like to see. Is character or any sort of ship customization. I wonder if there are S-class starship underwater. There is. I actually have one marked by that beacon there. There is one there. It's an S-class fighter with 59% damage increase. It just doesn't have a lot of cargo slots, but it's a nice looking starship. That will show S for everyone though. Will that show S for everyone though? I mean, it should. You know, in previous versions of the game, if somebody found an S-class crashed ship, you know, they could give somebody that location or you know, put a comm ball or whatever there for someone to find. You know, and it would be S-class. That's how I got my S-class fighter. Cuz Walt found it, told me about it, and then I went and picked it up. Oh, blueprints. Gotcha. 2 blueprints for underwater, A class and B class. I think oxygen rebreather and another from space station exosuit guy. Okay. I don't think I have. I have an aeration membrane. That's it. I wonder what happens if you claim around a starship. I mean, you don't just like take off and fly from the bottom of the ocean, right? I think you have to like repair it first and then add it, and then you can call upon it from somewhere else. I haven't tried that. Does anybody know how that works when you claim a drowned starship? Blueprints, not upgrade modules. No, I need to go do that, Dave King. I need more blueprints. The mistake I make is that I'll use like the that machine thing to like make nanites, and then I'll buy the upgrade modules, but like I don't have anything that I can just build. And when it comes to ship parts, that's really kind of fucking me, because I'm not very good at cataloging where I'm getting the tech at, and then it's hard for me to find S-class stuff like really quickly and everything. But if I can just craft because I have the blueprints, that makes it a lot easier. I hope it's that hauler that I like, and I hope it's 48 slot. That would make me very happy. Not tried it. Only seen shuttles on the seabeds so far. Yeah, the very first one I found was an S-class fighter. Like I said, I marked it with a beacon. Still there. Stark says, "Are you on FDI Capital System, Panda? I may have renamed some of the animals there. Hee yes, I am. I made underwater landing pad. You can do that? How did you do that, Daniel? Ooh, we got ourselves a explorer class. Yeah, so this one's a B class, right? So that's kind of cool, actually. Normally, I don't like the sort of asymmetrical type thing, but that one's not bad. Pretty cool shit. Glitch. Let me actually just stand in here for a second. I wish the underwater ships would have been unique. Dave, I feel like me and you, we speak each other's language. I feel like our minds are the same, you know? Like, yeah, how cool would that have been? You know, that the drowned ships are, they're different somehow. They're not the same ones that, like the crash ships that you would find on land. You know, that would be that would be really neat. I think stuff like that's coming eventually. Yeah, I mean, I don't see them forever just sort of like rehashing the same things, and they're not really doing that. The Abyss update has been my favorite update out of all of them, to be honest with you. I don't know what it is. It's giving me something I always needed. It's like the underwater biome feels much more alien and strange to me, and that's kind of what I look for in this game. So I think that's why I'm digging it so much. But the new exocraft with the submersible, And then I think that they data mine some other sorts of exocraft and things like that, so we know that there's more coming. But yeah, dude, we're on the same page. I want to see different. I want to see customization. I want to see all of that. But you can tell these guys are working hard. I mean, if you think about it, this Abyss update did not change anything else about the game. They didn't reset the universe. You didn't lose your base. Like nothing really dramatically changed. So now we know that they're technically capable of making changes with very like limited sort of it, uh, like it used to be for them to make a change, it would cause a lot of other changes that would fuck a lot of things up. But it looks like they're able to isolate those changes now, which is really good. Make a home base underwater. Yeah, but I didn't know that you can actually just have an underwater landing pad like that. I mean, I haven't tried it, but your ship just goes right through the water and like lands at it, and that's that. That's pretty cool. There are still a ton of ship variations from the leak photos we still have not gotten. It would give us a reason to seek them out. The reset won't happen until they do planet variation change. But maybe not. Like I said, maybe they're able to do that in such a way now where they can account for those things and it doesn't really fuck anybody up. No one's bases get affected. Like, I mean, I'm just speculating my nuts off. But give me 1 second. I'm going to pour some more coffee. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, guys, is I see what you guys are saying. It's I think what Hello Games is doing is the game's been out for 2 years, right? So for 2 years, people have been playing essentially the same thing for a long time. And then now they do all these sweeping changes with No Man's Sky Next and with the Abyss, and they do these community events and everything else. And I think all of that is just part of. Um, I think what they're doing is that they're releasing little bits at a time to just sort of to keep people playing and interested as they do future developments and future updates. They can't just do everything at once because I think that, especially for players that have been playing for a long time, I think that we'll get bored too easily or something. So I think that they're just doing everything in these little increments, which is completely understandable. But I just need just a little more, a little more customization, a little more, stuff that I actually care about. I don't do a lot of base building in No Man's Sky. Never really have at any part of the game. It's just not my thing. You know what I mean? So all the base building parts and all the trees that you can plant and all that, none of that is of any particular interest to me. So I want more exosuit customization and ship customization. That's what I want to see. But I'm really happy with the work that they have been doing. I get completely mesmerized with this underwater stuff, though. I mean, it's pretty insane. Where's my ship? I need to make my way back. Someone's username is IKEA quality? That's hilarious. It's just putting different parts on different ships. The ship variation is pretty limited right now when it could be much more. Yep, I agree. It's all part of Sean's master plan. I think so. I think like I said, it's everything is elements of just sort of trickling it all down, yeah? I legitimately think that's what it is. It's just little bits at a time to just sort of keep us at bay, while they work on bigger things. At the end of that trailer for Abyss, it was like, and there's like much more to come. I mean, they everything is that same message. There's much more to come every time. Um, if you look on that list from the survey, in my opinion, besides VR, all of that stuff is 90% done. That is why the underwater one was released so quickly. They also need a female player model. I think the player model they have right now is sort of unisex. Um, if you're in a spacesuit, okay, you're unless you're endowed, right? You're not gonna see somebody's like breast, like when you look at like NASA astronauts, okay, like you can't tell which one's a male or female. So I think that sort of with the when it comes to the exosuit customization, you can add certain feminine qualities to the exosuit through color and pattern and things like that. I mean, you can make it look girly if you want. Um, I don't think that they're gonna just introduce because there's so many like if they introduce a female character, then you would have to accentuate the female body. So I don't know where I'm going with that. I think that the way they have it now is fine. I don't think they need to add a female character model because you can add feminine qualities to the one that you already have, which many people do. It's unisex. You're in a spacesuit. Your head is hidden. Your body's in this puffy, air filled, sack that is allowing you to survive in these different environments. I don't think they're going to have any gender specific ones, but I could be wrong. I want super rare stuff, exotics that spawn 2% of the time. I want super rare exotics that spawn 0.2% of the time. Yeah, yeah. I want a slot S-class exotic that's so fucking hard to find that maybe only 5 people who play the game will ever find one. Like something that's just so crazy. That would be cool. Everything on that survey list will get done at some point. Pink and purple female colors. Yeah, I mean, those colors are already there. Like, I don't think it's necessary to do that, to be honest. So that's my base. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's just that nowadays people have complex identities, the way that they identify themselves, and you can't cater to everything. So if you have male female, then you might have to have something else, and it just I think that just having the one thing that you can customize to fit whatever you want, I think is fine. Okay, let's see if it loads up. This is sword space. There it goes. This thing's a thing of beauty, guys. Look at that view. Is she setting up on IKEA? I hope so. Better have some good ass resources. Because I don't know who that is. I'm sure NS would want to keep everything gender neutral, to be honest. Hashtag love NS. Hashtag NS McKendrick. Stark Wolf. Boom. Yeah, dude. Obviously, for those that don't know, NS McKendrick is a transgender. Is part of the transgender community. Um, born a woman, identifies as a man. You know, the way that we identify ourselves can be very complex, and as a video game developer, you can't accommodate everything, right? And so the way that you can make everybody happy is by having one gender neutral thing. Like if you look at Assassin's Creed Odyssey, for example, you can play as a male character or a female character, right? Which I think is cool, you know, but No Man's Sky has an opportunity where they don't really have to do that. You have this one character, and it doesn't matter what's under there, right? Whatever your imagination tells you is whatever that is, you know. For all you guys know, this character that I play as could be a girl, and who gives a shit, you know. Matter of fact, my favorite video games, and this isn't like me trying to, you know, fucking appease anything, but my favorite video games have always been games that have female lead characters. You know, whether it's been Tomb Raider, whether it's been Horizon Zero Dawn, whether it's been you know, Senua's Sacrifice, Hellblade, or whatever. You know, it's always perfect dark. You know. Oh, that's a pretty cool shuttle. The shuttle has one of my favorite cockpit types in the game. The visibility's not so great, but it's a really realistic looking cockpit. I love the shuttle cockpits. Dave, let me know how the Queen movie is, dude. I'm dying to see that. I want to see that so fucking bad. I heard it was great. See how far I can jump. Whoops. How many bioglass domes? Oh, let's go double check. I don't know. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's 9 aside, right? Did I count that right? So we got 3 up top, and then we've got 3 here. So 3, 6, yeah. So there's 9, and there's 4 sides. So that's how many biodomes. Cray cray. Hey Stark, have you added anything to your base? Have you done anywhere with it? That's Stark Wolf's base over there. And then that one's John Hall's base. I wonder what they're up to. No good, I imagine. I don't know who this is that's building something over here, but there's something else that's being built on this side as well. Ah, we got gas harvesters. That's pretty cool. Starkwolf said he renamed a few things. Let's see what he named. Dave. Hello, Dave. Ooh, he's the alpha. What's up, bud? There's tons of these things that roam around here. Heck to Heck says, how many photos, welcome, first of all, Heck to Heck, says, how many photos do I have to take to get the 3,000 silver helmet? Well, I think by just doing the one, you initially get like 1,500 or 2,000, one of the two. But then the next time you do it, you get less back. So, like a lot less back. So, I don't know. You probably have to complete that objective like 3 or 4 times, maybe. But I'm not sure. Oh yeah, there's the other kind. Let's see what Starkwolf named that one. Stevenson? So random. Dave and Stevens. Or Stevenson. Yep, I got 2,000 after the first, and then 14 silver for each upload. Oh, yeah, yeah. You get a whole lot less. You have to keep doing it. There isn't a new helmet that came with the update, right? You're just trying to buy a different one. You're trying to buy, like, what is it? The Sparse Horizon or which helmet? Because I don't think they added a new helmet with this community event. If they did, I totally fucked myself because that's what I wanted. The Stormtrooper one. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. You have to take a bunch of those photos, man. Oh, you added 2 landing pads at a large refiner? Did you finish the part that goes under the water Stark? No underwater yet. It's super shallow there. Yeah, dude. That's why, because I want. It's going to be hard for me to explain, but I have it in my head. But you saw the little island that I picked for my base, right? So the way that my base is going to work is I'm going to have. I'm calling it Fiji, but I'm going to have that walkway that goes out. That hut that you see is going to be gone. It's gonna change. But I just have a shelter there because of the storms on the planet for now. But that walkway is going to go out, and then there's going to be like a. It's just going to be that landing pad, and it's going to be a series of landing pads. So I'm gonna have like 4 landing pads just right off to the thing, and then I'm gonna have these archways that go over the walkway with rows of trees going down, so that when you land, you do that. You know, you walk across and there's the trees going down the side, the long walkway, and then I'm gonna put a spattering of trees sort of in the middle with like a little welcome hut kind of thing that has like a trees all around it, like a little forest with a welcome hut in the middle. And then you're gonna follow the pathway, which is gonna go out, and then it's gonna go out over the water and then down into the water, and then the remaining part of the base is going to be partially above and below the water, but mostly below, because that's what I really want. But that's how my base is going to end up looking. But I've got the whole thing in my head. I've got it all worked out. But yeah. Basically, will be an iceberg. Yeah. But the first part that I'm going to get built is the landing pad part. So I'm going to have the 4 landing pads with the walkway. Once you see the walkway and the trees and the little welcome area, um, it'll start to kind of come together. But yeah, you'll kind of see what I'm going for. But I have not really been inspired to build a base um, until the Abyss update, because I've always wanted to build an underwater base. The underwater's always been kind of lame. What's up, Remus? Got to get me some carbon. Got to represent. Got to represent those who did it first. You know what I mean? The only reason I play No Man's Sky anymore is to jump in party chats. Yeah, thank you. A lot of people, honestly, are taking a break from No Man's Sky, and when you think about it, I mean, yeah, dude, 2 years? That is actually a pretty fucking cool shit. I mean, two years of this game, you know, 1,000 hours for a lot of people in, you know, and then there's a lot of really good games to play right now. You know, there's Assassin's Creed Odyssey or whatever it's called. There's the God of War 4 that within the last couple of months got New Game Plus, so that you can restart the campaign with all the gear that you got the first time round, and a couple of new additions. You've got Red Dead Redemption 2. You know, there's There's stuff out right now, boundless. There's games out right now that are great, you know, that a lot of people are playing. You know, that's okay to take a break from No Man's Sky. Me, the game is more therapeutic to me than anything, which is predominantly the reason that I play it. It's relaxing. It kind of helps me get my day started. Kind of helps me close out my day. But I play other shit too, you know. Like, yeah, dude. I get where you're coming from, Remus. Sanderin says, I still play a bit, but I ran out of things to explore way quicker than before. Yeah. Remus says, like I've seen and done everything. I want to play games I want instead of feeling obligated to play. Yeah, you should never feel obligated to play anything. That's a ridiculous notion. I feel like there's a lot of YouTubers out there who they built their entire channels around No Man's Sky and they're done. They've moved on. But like they feel like they're obligated to play, like they have to play. You know, and they're not really into it anymore. I'm not like that, you know. I'll play whatever the fuck I'm in the mood to play. It's just for the last 2 years it's been No Man's Sky. I grew up around sci-fi, like a child, you know, reading sci-fi books, watching sci-fi movies, being into Star Wars and Star Trek, and you know, all that kind of stuff. It's like this is the game I've always wanted. This to me is the perfect game, and even with its flaws and with its downsides, you know, I don't think that there is a better game available that does what this does. I just don't. And people can disagree or whatever. Star Citizen's a piece of shit. It's not even out. No one can even play it really. You know, it's not optimized well. People like my cousin is signed up for the thing or whatever, and he plays when they, you know, I don't know what you call it, beta or fucking alpha or whatever, but he plays Star Citizen. It's a limited experience for the people that play because the game's not fully out. It's not open yet. It's always being worked on. It's been worked on for years. He spent, you know, $10,000 on just the computer to make the game run, and then all the other stuff like ships and shit that you buy with real money, you know, and everything else. And it's like, I don't know. This game is so accessible. Right now it's like $20 brand new, 10 if you find it used probably. It runs on a console. You know, my PlayStation 4 Pro, if I would have bought it brand new, would have cost me $350. Okay, I got it for way cheaper than that because I essentially sold my other PlayStation 4, my Destiny edition with a few games, and my PS4 Pro ended up only costing me, you know, $50. But okay, when it's all said and done, you can buy a $350 machine and a $20 game. You're under $400, and you have 18 quintillion planets that you can explore. You know, you have all of this unlimited base building, multiplayer, exploration, you know, character customization, all these different ships. You've got submarines, underwater. You can explore caves, entire planets. You can fly through space. You can own a freighter. You can build bases in your freighter. You can have frigates. You can do all these different things for less than $400. If you have nothing right now and you're looking to get into a game, $400 gets you the universe. You know, or you can go buy a $5,000 computer to run fucking a game that's not even out yet that they've been building for 10 fucking years, you know. But I mean, Star Citizen is interesting and I've been following it. I want to see what happens with it, but I'm more excited about Beyond Good and Evil 2 and shit like that, you know. No Man's Sky, it fills a need for me. That I don't get anywhere else. That's why I play it so much and so frequently. It's my favorite game of all time. There's other games that I play that I like: Horizon Zero Dawn, Far Cry 5, God of War. You know, I play all these different games, but I'll tell you this right now: I don't have 700 hours in any of those games like I do with this one. All right, how do I get back to that terminus? Shit. How in the fuck did that happen? What is going on? Whew. Fucking terrain manipulator, man. Makes it impossible to, like, do the kind of base building you want. It doesn't stick. The changes don't stick. That's the problem with it. Hobo with a sword. Ugh. I love sci-fi, and I have a whole bunch of other sci-fi games that have been in the queue. But let me say this. I like to watch No Man's Sky. You and other streamers play No Man's Sky. Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, one game that I was really excited for that I was extremely disappointed by was Mass Effect Andromeda. I had a lot of hopes for that game, and it didn't. Ultimately, it wasn't a bad game, but it really disappointed me. Like, they didn't really, as far as I can remember, they didn't really add, except for one, the enemy race, but they didn't really add any other races of people. The planets were really boring. The procedural generation aspect of the game was okay with the missions and how the levels would set up and stuff like that. But it just wasn't enough to keep me intrigued. That was a very short-lived game for me, and I was super excited for that game, and I bought it when it came out and everything. And I like it, but it's not what I would have hoped for. But I mean, it's cool, I guess. And there's a couple of sci-fi games I play on VR that are pretty dope. But yeah, I love VR. I want to see this game in VR, or I want to see Elite Dangerous get a PS4 VR update or something. I love the that. If this game had VR, I would never play in third person again. Damn, Hidden's been adding to this base. He's been doing shit to it. Wow. Oh my gosh. I hate how you can like randomly take damage in this game. Hidden has been been practicing building, bases the last month or so, and he's slapped together a few really big ones. Um, and usually when he builds them, he doesn't have like a whole concept right away. He just kind of starts letting it come together as he goes. I would hate to see what this guy can do if he actually planned his build. Like if he had a whole idea from the get-go and planned it from the start. What is fucking attacking me? Oh, let's see what the water looks like on this planet. I have not been underwater on this planet since the update, since before the update. I think he's gonna build out right over the top of the water. I love how you can put a base anywhere you want now. You don't have to like wait for to find like this pod. You can just go. I love that. What? Oh, that's cool. That's a cool fish. It's like a stingray. Those predators. Yeah. They did some hunting. I want to see if they attack. Oh, got him. They have really been enhancing the animal behavior in this game. Oh, now more are coming. It's a feeding frenzy. Oh, that's good. The water on this planet was before the update was very shallow, so they've actually made this much deeper. Like you can pretty much like walk across before with like part of your head sticking up out of the water. It was so shallow. They've actually made this quite a bit deeper. Andromeda wasn't up to BioWare standards. Yeah, Sander, and I agree, man. Don't even say the name. It's Bleg. Yeah, dude. It really disappointed me because Mass Effect 1 and 3 were awesome. And I don't know. It's like every other one they fuck up. I was attempting to play it, but a game-breaking glitch prevented moving forward in the story, so I had to delete my save. Yeah. Meat Eater. Oh, definitely. Oh, there it goes again. Fucking shit, dude. They are feeding like crazy. Um, I made a point before. I think it's still significant. No Man's Sky would do better with the philosophy of I don't want to feel familiar in an alien universe. This is something that me and you agree on, and it's why I like planets that like things that are dead, and I like or that are strange, like the monochromatic planets, stuff like that. For example, the underwater biome is really grabbing my attention right now with this Abyss update. Oh no. With this Abyss update, because the most alien thing in the game right now is actually underwater. You know, with the different creatures and the tendrils and the the new biological horrors, and it's so different. It's so weird. Now all they got to do is give us back different color water. Remember when planets had purple water, red water, all this different color water? Now they've just got to give us back the different color water and add a little bit more variation and mix it up, and then we've got something fucking badass. Yeah. Wow, they have really changed this planet. Oh, we got a floating island. Even strange alien things unlush worlds, more variety in color, assets like what Ray Rod's doing. Yes, I hate how Next took away different water. Yeah, dude, it. I liked that. I liked when I would come into a planet, and the grass would be like purple and orange and blue, all blended together, and then the water could be like red. I just it really added, it spiced everything up. Um, I like that. Now I would never trade the game I have now to anything Atlas Rises or earlier. We have the best version of this game ever. I would not trade this for any of the previous ones. Not even in the name of nostalgia. And I liked the game in every different concept and every different stage. I liked No Man's Sky. I did. I liked version 1 and all the updates, and I liked everything. And we're on our way to version 2.0, by the way. I think they've already got that planned. I think that there's going to be something big for 2.0. But I wouldn't trade this for the other versions. I think that this is a good template. I think that this is a good building block. This is truly the foundation of No Man's Sky. The version of the game that we have now. Now they just need to really pump it up. Everything. I want to see crazy shit. You know, with all the different animal parts that they made, and with the procedural generation and the randomization of everything in the RNG, like, I don't even think that animals should look similar. I think that there's enough variety where things can really feel unique. Um, we just haven't got there yet. But yeah, I want. I'm with you, Sandrin. The only thing I think I disagree with you on is the different color space. I still think that space should just be jet black. I get why you believe it shouldn't be. Okay, this is interesting terrain here. I get why you think it shouldn't be. I still want it to be just jet black. I think it'll really make the planets pop and showcase, how beautiful they are from space. That's just my personal opinion. But as far as the planets, as far as alien things looking unfamiliar, I agree. That's why I personally, for my own self, like, I don't usually seek out lush planets. It's just too Earth-like, and that's not why I play this. Yeah, this all used to be shallow, guys. Like, you could pretty much walk all the way out here. Like, what's the point of taking out variation in an exploration game? I think that they might have reduced a few things or changed a few things just to make the game more stable, to have more predictable results. But I don't know enough about game development to really say that. It only took 2 years to get here. Yeah, my opinion on that is, yeah, the game that came out isn't the one we thought this was going to be. But, you have to meter your expectations. If there's anything that gamers have learned by now, it's that you cannot believe the hype of any game. When you're passionate about something, right? To you, it's the best thing in the fucking world. You know? It's the best thing. It's like you could sell anybody anything if you really believe in it, and you're passionate about it. Let's say that you've created a product, and to you, that is the best thing on fucking God's green earth. Let's look at the Scrub Daddy, right? You guys have seen Shark Tank, I'm sure. The Scrub Daddy, it's like the number one selling product they've ever had. It's a fucking sponge, okay? It's not that much different than a sponge that you've always washed your dishes with for the last 100 years. It's a fucking sponge with a smiley face. But that guy believed that was the best fucking sponge you could buy. That was the world's best sponge. He talked about it. He talked about it. He marketed it that way. He made it sound like it was going to change your life to buy this sponge, right? And when it came out, it sold, and it's been one of their biggest hits ever on that show. Okay, they sold the shit out of that thing, and it's a sponge, and the sales are probably starting to dwindle and starting to go down because that guy sold this life-changing substance, right? But really, it was just a sponge. And when people use it, and I purchased one, you realize this is a sponge. It doesn't do anything that much better than anything else that I have, and I can buy cheaper sponges. And I think that, and the reason why I'm using this example is because I think that's No Man's Sky. Sean Murray, to him, this was it. This was the best thing you've ever seen. This was revolutionary. Nothing like it had ever been done, and for the most part, that's true, right? But he oversold it, and but as adults, like, we know that, we expect that from companies. Like movie trailers. The job of a movie trailer is to make that seem like the greatest movie ever made, right? Its job is to get you in the movie theater to see it. Does the movie always turn out good? No, right? But the trailers do a good job at enticing you and encouraging you to go see it. And I think that's what happened with No Man's Sky. But the gaming community they're a different breed. They're a different people. And sometimes they can be a monstrosity. But we didn't get the game that we thought we were getting 2 years ago. And I don't give a fuck who you are. That's just the truth. You didn't get what you thought you were getting. Doesn't mean that you weren't happy with it, or that you couldn't be happy with it, or that, whatever. But no one can sit there and tell me the game they got is exactly what they thought they were getting on day one. It just is not true. But I liked it. I still liked the game. Loved it, in fact. Because the main thing that I wanted it to do, which was, I wanted to be able to be in space, leave a planet, fly to another planet, land on it, and explore it seamlessly. That to me, that was, if it could do that, I was happy. And it did. And then they kept updating it, and they kept updating it, and the updates kept me happy. But when I first played the game, it wasn't what I thought. It didn't have multiplayer. There was the controversy with two characters being in the same place at the same time and not seeing each other. We didn't have player models. There was all these issues, you know. But I think that what Hello Games has shown, and I think the message and the takeaway to take from this, is they paid a dear price for their mistakes. You know, when they're getting death threats, when people are, when they need security for people to go in and leave work, and all of this is going on, but they still hunker down. They kept developing, they kept fixing, they kept adding, they kept doing all that. It showed that a game developer is in fact beholden to its consumers, right? That when they put out a product that doesn't meet the standards that the consumer who's spending their money want, they have to fix it. Because for too long now, game developers have come out with a game, lied about it entirely, showcased a trailer that shows visuals that the game looked nothing like that when it comes out, and all this other kind of stuff. And then you get the game, and it sucks. And they've already got your money, and they don't give a shit, right? And Hello Games, they gave a shit. They knew that there was a big problem with the game, that a lot of people liked it, but a lot of people didn't like it. So, they kept working on it. And to me, that's why they're the best game development company that's out right now, because we're over 2 years down the road, and if you can name another game like this that looks this good, that runs this well on a game console, you deserve $1 million, because there isn't. There just isn't. Could you imagine what Hello Games could do with a team of like 300 people? If they were as big as EA or Rockstar or whatever, with what they've done in innovating procedural generation in video games? Could you imagine if they had a bigger team? This is just a step. I think that they will go down in history at some point. Maybe not now. Maybe people haven't really understood the reaching effects of what they've done. But I think that No Man's Sky is going to go down in history as a game that set a precedent. It set something in motion that will forever change the way that video games are created in our society. Because you can take a very small amount of data and a good code, and you can unleash the entire fucking universe. I am standing on a planet that I can explore all the way around, and there's like 18 quintillion of these. On a game that's like 40 gigabytes in size. So. And then when you think about what you can do with the base building and all that other kind of stuff, I mean, it's crazy. What you're actually playing, what's actually happening, is a technological marvel, in my opinion. And they're not done. And they haven't charged you DLC. There's no loot boxes. There's no microtransactions. Hello Games should never try to make things realistic. It doesn't fit the game's theme and goals for that matter. Realistic is elite dangerous territory. No Man's Sky has its own look. Or had its own look. It still does. I don't think anything looks like this still. It still has its own look. I just think that the planets are so beautiful looking that to me they look much nicer against a black background. I still think the game has a unique look to it. It's not what they showed at E3. It's not the game that we got at launch. It's a much different art style, but it's still very No Man's Sky. So imagine looking at this if the surrounding space was just black, this would really stand out, would it not? I wish I could make it black, but I can't. Hey, what's going on, Funny Imps? But just imagine that pitched against a black background. It would look sensational. It would look incredible. You know, that's why the systems that I like to explore when I warp into a system and I get there and space is black, I get super excited because the planets they just pop. You can see the features; they're vibrant, they're bright. You know, the rings look better. You know, it's just personal preference, obviously, but I would prefer space to be black in No Man's Sky. That's just me. Human nature, sponge indeed. People will buy anything. I know. I fell for it. I was like, dude, that's going to change the way I wash dishes. It's a fucking. Some people believe there were only 10 planets. Andromeda died very quickly because of how quickly things went south. Well, and they didn't fight for it. The developer didn't fight for it. Hello Games is fighting for it, right? BioWare didn't fight for it. You know, when they got all the flack about the facial animations and they did a couple of patches and then they just gave up. Matter of fact, they just canceled the franchise. As far as I know, they have no plans to continue making any more Mass Effect games. They were just like, you know, we got some bad publicity, so now we're done. You know, like that's fucked up. You know, they gave up on it. Hello Games hasn't given up on it. They scrapped, they fighted, they made it better, they worked it out, they worked out the kinks, they made it stable. I mean, think about how many patches in the last 4 months we've had. How many updates and patches? I mean, it's like they're working around the clock on this game. They haven't even released another game. Their game development company, they're still working on the same fucking game from 2 years ago. It's like the only thing they have besides Joe Danger. With a team of 300, they could face the Persians. Exactly. So Sandrin, I like I like the colors that are in space, but I wish that they would appear as nebula in the background. That you would see stars, and then in those stars like clouds of different colors that were like nebulas of different star systems and stuff like that. But when you like I was in a system yesterday that when I was flying through space, cloud textures were rushing past my spaceship on the way to the space station. I don't like that. I just don't, because then it doesn't feel like space to me. It was a blue system, and it was like there were clouds in space, and I just felt like I was actually piloting a submarine, not a spaceship. You know, I want it to feel more like space. It doesn't have to be generic, and it doesn't have to take away from some of the artistic license of the game, but it needs to be black. I love this fucking base. Remus, I would invite you to a party chat if I wasn't about to get off because I've got to get ready for work. I love eating those and then just seeing how high I can fly. Nebula, I won't have problems with. Yeah, I think that it kind of allows the planets to pop and makes it look more beautiful and really feels like space, but still has that No Man's Sky element to it. Could you imagine in Atlas Rises, you would build something like this and the game would fucking lose its shit. Like you would have so many frame rate problems. It would be bad. It's crazy how like everything is just stable now. I love how Hidden made it look like the only thing holding the entire base up is like these two legs. Nothing else is making any direct contact with the surface. Okay. Your base did load up, and everybody thought it was cool. And Daniel Hipley was impressed, and then he wanted to know how many biodomes there were, and so we counted them. Welcome back, Sword. But unfortunately, I'm actually getting off, so I've got to get ready for work. What if space instead had the skybox of the center like our clear skies? What do you mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, with the nebula. Not sure what you mean by that. I think I know what you mean. Like if you're looking down from a planet, you look up, and then you see the nebula, and then you can see the center. I don't know. I'm tripping. Anyway, I got to get ready for work. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me. Plus, I just realized I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, and I only like plan to stream for like maybe one. But shows how much I like you guys. On the clearest night skies, you can see our galaxies. Oh, that would be fucking sick. Yeah, I would love that. Great call out, Sander, and that would be dope. Anyway, see you guys. Thanks for stopping by.